Here is a drone video for a really large tract of wooded property here in the Ozarks. We're parked on the east side, and there's the county road right there. That's Ozark. This is actually in Ozark County in the Ozarks. So true Ozarks here. That's County Road 158. So the property has direct frontage on the county road. As we look back to the southwest, you'll see that there's a power line directly on site, which is awesome. That crosses over the property a couple hundred feet back from the county road. So truck parked on the property, we're looking southwesterly right over the property. Toward the middle of the screen right now, that horizontal line, that's actually the power line running through there. And I think we're going to do a full flyover and take a look at this. This is really a nice property. County road frontage, power on site, wooded areas, open areas. It actually has Hurricane Creek running right across it. Hurricane Creek is a small creek that flows into the Bryant Creek a couple miles east of the property. So Hurricane Creek is actually mostly a seasonal creek. I believe we'll take a look at it with the drone video. We really didn't check it out too much on foot because it was a big property. We only saw just a little bit of it. There's the power line right there. That's awesome to have that on site. But the creek bed itself, it's going to be a mixture of a gravel bottom creek and a rock bottom creek. It's really cool, and that does flow right across about the middle of the property. We're still toward the east side, but then as we get toward the southwest side, the property gets quite a bit wider, and I mean, you've got level areas, you've got sloping areas, you've got everything in between. So let's just kind of take a look here. So we're flying southwesterly. This is part of a very small private development here at Hurricane Creek. I think only about 6 tracts. This looks like tract number 4. So this area was logged within about the last 6 months to a year, and you'll see evidence of that with some of the limbs and tops on the ground. It's pretty easy to tell that this was recently logged because within a year or two, those limbs and those tops, they'll just rot away. And that looks like that's going to be Hurricane Creek where it crosses over the property. We might be able to get down on it with the drone. Let's take a look and see here. Whoever was flying the drone is, I'm sure, going to try to get it fairly close, but you can only get so close without risking getting tangled up in a tree, and that kind of ends your drone experience. So this part of Hurricane Creek obviously has a gravel bottom in this area, and in the other spots on adjacent properties where we looked at the creek, it was basically similar to this. There were some rock bottoms, some gravel bottom. There were still pools of water. So not going to be a year-round creek, but you'll probably have some pools of water in there throughout the year, and you're going to have obviously a good source of gravel for just about any building projects you want to do, and you'll probably have some really cool rock features as well. This is only a few hundred yards from a freshwater spring and some caves that we found to the south. Actually, if you look to the left side of the gravel, there might be a little water flowing right there. I know there was in different sections of Hurricane Creek when we were out there taking the drone videos this day. And again, you can see, yeah, it looks like there's at least some pockets of water even now on the property. Even when there hadn't been a recent rain for a few days. So now I believe we're going to keep going all the way to the southwest side of the property. You can see that was just a trail crossing over the property. There were trails crisscrossing everywhere. Those are not road easements. They're just private trails that happen to be pre-existing. You're welcome to create your own driveway going all the way back on the property if you want to. Start at the county road and go all the way to the southwest side. This is actually interesting. I'm looking at the topo map while we do this voiceover on the aerial, and as you get to the southwest side, there's a huge flat area, and then it slopes down again, right there. And you've actually got another creek bed on this tract. The topo map shows that as an unnamed creek, so that's probably a small, very small little creek bed, but it does show it as a dotted blue line on the topo map. So you've got Hurricane Creek, you've got this little other unnamed creek bed, and there may be some water in that. Take a look at that right there. Toward the middle of the screen, we've got some water in this other creek bed as well. Actually, there might be more water in this secondary creek bed than there is in Hurricane Creek, so that's interesting. So this is toward the southwest side of the property. Yep, there's water there. So this, even without the water features, this area is well known for the white-tailed deer. But obviously having those water features, you're going to draw in even more deer on this particular tract. White-tailed deer, turkey, I mean the hunting is phenomenal in this area, and this is a big property. Even with no wildlife management, you're going to have a lot of deer and turkey on here. Obviously the water features, as we mentioned, that helps with that. If you were to do any kind of food plot or even throw out some corn or some salt licks, and the deer and turkey will definitely make this property a big part of their rotation. And I'm sure they have already. When we were out there, we saw dozens and dozens of deer beds and deer sign and turkey as well. So now we're flying back northeasterly, and we're gonna, looks like, take a quick look at Hurricane Creek again as we go over, and I think we'll end up at the county road. So InstantAcres.com is where you can go to check out all the details. If you're there already, that's great. If not, then yeah, InstantAcres.com. You can check the availability on this property. If it's available, you'll see the listing page. We've got other videos and a really cool interactive map that's very useful for exploring the property. Seldom do we have a property like this in this size range, with direct county road frontage, with power on site. I mean, this is good to go. You can certainly camp on your property. You can certainly hunt your property. You can certainly build on your property. You can check out the really simple property covenants on the listing page. Basically, when you go to build, if you're building any kind of standard home or cabin, at least 600 square feet in size on a foundation, concrete foundation, then the property covenants probably don't affect you one bit. They're just going to keep your property value high by helping make sure your neighbor doesn't, live in a tar paper shack out there. But InstantAcres.com, nice property, great chance to get it at a really good price. If you have any questions, give us a call in the office or shoot us an email at sales@instantacres.com.